Back at it again, baby. And just when I thought the whole Will Smith situation was over, y'all sent me this. Let's dive in.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
I saw a tweet that said it wasn't even Rock's joke. It was one of the writers.
That's so good.
What do you think he's doing backstage?
But after
The
just
writer
like,
just like,
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The writer probably thought of way worse jokes about infidelity and was like, let's go with something mild.
dude, she's wearing a green, like a military green outfit.
Bruh.
Yeah.
And is she going to be in G.I. Jane?
No.
No.
They're not making another G.I. Jane?
No. She's not doing this for a role.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
No. She's doing it because she has alopecia.
yes.
She's losing her hair.
Yeah, which is apparently a huge deal. I had no idea.
Every person at the Oscars has fake hair.
Every person in this room is losing their hair.
Yeah. Shouts to Keeps.
Yeah.
But no, for real, like if there's one place where you can wear like wigs and fake hair and all that kind of stuff, it's the like every girl there probably has extensions.
Yeah, but she wanted to
and-
be proud. She wanted to come out and
Is this-
say, yo, this is my hair.
Well, then keep it a buck. Be proud, yo.
You don't go and sit in the front row. You're a
facts.
star
Yeah.
at the Oscars. There's a professional comedian whose job
Yes.
is to roast people. That's what he's doing. And what he did was not even insulting.
It's not
It was a
about-
mild joke. That was not an insult. It was the most mild joke about her hairstyle
I fully
in
get
reference
it.
to a movie where a lady shaved her head.
I fully get it. But
Like
I'm
the
I'm
idea
just simply
that there's
saying
any
if it-
justification whatsoever of him getting up there and
No.
smacking him in the face.
But Fancy's not losing his hair the way that Carlos is. He's like the
I felt like it was a pretty mild joke. I've heard worse jokes, so it is what it is. It's a joke at the end of the day. You know, I obviously, you know, I've spoken about this in several videos. Will Smith took it way too far. I think that's obvious.
Mexican Larry David. He's like Luis David. He is. And Carlos is, what are you doing? What are you...
Keep Carlos's name out of your fucking mouth.
Dude, it was like a Mexican Larry David joke. I was...
Keep Carlos's name out of your fucking mouth.
Okay, dude.
That was unexpected.
When I first saw it, I was like, yeah. Because he bumped me twice.
Oh, Chris Rock did.
Chris Rock, Friday and Saturday. I wasn't able to go up. He's a nice guy. I'm just saying. There was a little part of me was like, Dad, don't bump. You know what I mean? And then Eric made a little meme of the slab visit. Don't be bumping people in the OR. You know what I mean? So, which is funny. But when you really think about it, because there was a moment after Will said, don't ever fucking talk about me a couple times. He said that. Where Chris, I know that look because I've been there. It's a moment of shock and trauma. It was traumatic. He was assaulted in front of millions and trillions of people. I mean, not millions of people watched but virally. I mean, you're talking about the world saw it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world. Russians saw it.
Nobody was watching that damn show, but we all saw it, after the fact.
Putin saw it. I bet you Martin Putin saw it.
What do you think weighs more?
Oh my
Chris
no.
Rock or the hair in the shower drain at Jada Smith's house? What do you think, Rex?
He was doing some weird
Now that's savage right there. That's savage.
movie thing. It was like he was getting away with it as if he was living in a fictional movie. Like the idea that you think it's smart while wearing a tuxedo to walk onto a stage in front of the world, like literally the world, one of the biggest award shows on earth, if not the biggest, and smack a comedian for the most mild joke, and then sit there quivering, saying,
With
keep my
anger, yeah.
wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And everybody's just going to sit there in the shit that you just took on the table. You just pulled your pants down and took a shit on the dinner table, and they all have to just sit there and look at that. That's what it's like.
The shit full of peanuts and corn and everything.
It stinks. It's just the whole idea behind it is completely irrational. But what I'm saying is like these people live in this fake world of, you're protected by guards, you're driven by limos, you're on the red carpet, like all of it is crazy life. And he's so goddamn famous and so removed from regular discourse and interaction with regular people that he, for whatever reason in his head, acted like he's a character in a movie.
I have heard that. Someone did mention that, he's had so many characters and gotten so deep into, some of these characters in his movies that it could be hard for him to distinguish reality from the character, which I don't believe is an excuse to go up and slap a man. because that could have turned into a horrible situation. What if Chris Rock fought back? What if somebody that was, you know, a good friend of Chris Rock stepped in and jumped Will Smith right there on the stage? You know, see, now we got this huge brawl going on TV, mind you. None of us were really watching it, but still, you got this big brawl on TV, and, you know, it turns into a mess, and you look foolish. You look soft as hell, in my humble opinion. Y'all can let me know in the comment section how you feel, but you getting mad and slapping somebody because of a joke, in my opinion, just makes you look soft, especially when that person is like half your size. Like, let Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson say that joke, and let's see if you go slap him. I'm just saying. Hope Will Smith gets the help he needs, but anyway.
Imagine me and Kalila are in the audience. We'll never go there, but
we'll never.
Yeah, but
certainly
let's
not
suppose
front stage.
And Chris goes, "Look at Kalila with her heart defect or something, right?"
Yeah.
And people are laughing, right?
There's something worse about my the way I look, not so much my
Look, Bobby Lee is dating Stanley Tucci.
Oh God.
Stanley Tucci's here, right? And I kind of laugh, right? And I look over and you're upset, right? I would look.
What if he said this?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
worse.
Okay, go ahead. I'm in the audience.
Yeah. She looks so much like Stanley Tucci. He hasn't fucked her in 2 years.
No, you have to look upset. Then I look back up here, and I look at you, and I'll go, "We're on TV, smile, bitch. We're on TV, bitch. There's billions of people, bitch. We're millionaires, bitch. You mean you can take that?"
That's true.
Now, question, guys. Jada Pinkett Smith's hair condition. You think that's actually alopecia, or it's all like the R&B singers just rubbing her head?
Oh my gosh. Stop.
What?
This guy's crazy.
They said that her head is like the new log from the Apollo.
Gross.
Like, what, you thought I was going to give all the roast jokes in the intro? Come on, so we got to have a couple leftovers for the conversation.
Oh my God.
You wrote that, you can have a career.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Here's what happened right afterwards. He won the Academy Award, then goes up and does a speech. The whole thing was so bizarre, and it made me think, like, how many other human beings could be in a similar situation and pull that off?
Not
like,
many.
Like, if a man walked on stage and smacked a woman,
That would not fly.
would not fly.
Not fly.
If a woman walked on stage and smacked another woman, I don't even think it would fly.
I would love to see if The Rock said something instead of Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah. See, he's on to something right there with that one. I would like to see if The Rock, instead of Chris Rock, said that. Would you go up there and slap him? Man, Rock would have put him in a chokehold so quick. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Somebody just woke up and was a little hungry. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Then is it keep my wife's name out of your mouth?
I'm gonna give you one. What if it was Jimmy Kimmel? What if it was a white dude? What if it was Ricky Gervais? Will Smith ain't hitting him, yo.
Yeah,
That's
probably
interesting.
right.
Will Smith, what do you think, Al? I don't think he's hitting him.
I don't know. I think Will was fed up. I think
this is the thing. I think Will.
It could have been anybody.
I think Will was fed up, and then he took it out on somebody he knew he could get away with taking it out on,
Yeah.
which is why
That's
it's
a
so
good point.
pussy to me.
He's known him for like 25 years. He's like,
But he's also
And
made jokes.
I want to make a point about that. He did make jokes in the past. I want to make another point. Nobody in that room was rooting for Chris Rock.
what do you mean?
Keep this in mind. All the people in that crowd have been made fun of by Chris Rock for the last decade. These are people who live in their own little Hollywood bubbles. Nobody ever gives them pushback. Nobody ever teases them. Nobody ever says nothing to these people. They don't have a sense of humor. You go see these shows, and they're like groaning about all these jokes and then applauding when the joke is virtuous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to go to these events because they want the public applause.
Yeah.
They want the public validation, but they know that they're going to get caught in the crosshairs from a Chris Rock joke, and it drives them crazy. And they were happy. Did you see the way Samuel L. Jackson dapped up Will Smith
what a
afterwards?
fucking
Did you see the way
loser,
that Denzel and Bradley Cooper?
Hey, watch it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
Hey, Denzel a loser, dog.
Chill.
Nah, and I'm glad like the whole room was like nah. You gotta chill out with that.
Denzel a loser, dog.
Chill. I gotta give credit. I gotta give credit.
About
I
to
gotta
come over
give
there and
credit.
smack you right now. Fuck out of here,
Keep his name out your mouth.
Denzel actually gave him a word of advice, which sounded like the Denzel thing to do. As far as I heard, Denzel Washington like pulled him to the side like, yo, and I'm sure he basically told him like, don't do that. But then he also like quoted him during the speech, at your highest point, that's when the devil tries to come in or something. It sounded like a Denzel Washington quote. So yeah, I will. And I'm sure also in, Samuel L. Jackson and anybody else that dapped him up, I'm sure they all thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke watching it. I'm watching it and I'm, my first time watching it, and I'm like, nah, this gotta be a joke. There's no way. They're actors, it was a joke. Come to find out, nope, sure wasn't. So I'm sure some of those guys and gals who were laughing and dapping him up probably thought it was scripted, but yeah.
Yes.
Yo, he literally, his new tour is called Ego Death.
Antonio Brown.
Getting slapped at the Oscars and not doing nothing? You can't have an ego about that, bro. And he can't even come back and make jokes about Will.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. There's two types of black people. There's black people, and then there's Will Smith. Every time black people want to have a good time, Will Smith come and fuck it up.
That's good.
Keep going.
That's good. That's good.
Yo, Will Smith always wants some credit for some shit he's supposed to do. I protect my family. You supposed to, you dumb motherfucker. Beef my 4/5 mine. I hate Will Smith. The media. You think when I'm at the Oscars, I'm looking at the audience for the media? No, I'm looking for Will Smith.
It was a rare instance where someone is so enormously famous and successful like Will Smith that they literally still allowed him to not just win the Academy Award, but also go up and accept it and give a speech after he assaulted a small comedian.
Yeah, they should have
on
ejected him.
stage.
They should have ejected him from the show.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. You can't just go smack a man in the face in front of the world and then go about business as usual. First of all, it sets a terrible precedent.
Yes.
In so many different ways. It sets
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. It sets the example or precedent that you could just go up and slap people. Yeah, all right. I actually saw like this funny clip. It might have been on Instagram or something. There was a comedian who was at a show and he had a guitar bag while he was up on the stage. And he was like, yeah, ain't gonna be no Will Smiths tonight. And as he was saying it, he was pulling out a bat out of the guitar bag. Like, yeah, you come up here, it's gonna be Barry Bonds, on the roids, all that. I'm swinging. So yeah, you can't just be going up and slapping people. Those situations can really turn into some really horrible and terrible types of situations. And you obviously don't want to see that. The Chris Rock situation could have turned into a horrible situation, but salute to Chris Rock, man. He showed some major restraint. He's definitely a better man than me. Cause yeah, I'm sorry, but that's you slapping me like that. No. You might slap me, but like it's gonna be hell right after that happens. I'm sorry. It's just how many of y'all would just sit there like Chris Rock? Let me know. Maybe I'm just a horrible, terrible person, and it is what it is. But I don't think I would have been able to show the amount of restraint that Chris Rock did right there in that situation, in that moment, and been as professional as he was. But I don't know. Y'all let me know.
terrible precedent for comedy clubs.
Yes.
Like, are people going to decide that they're going to go on stage and smack the comedian
I
now?
hope they try to smack Brendan or you.
Well,
I just want to see one Joe Rogan turning sidekick. Yeah, Chuggy.
I don't necessarily think people are going to change their behavior, but dumb people might. But also, it's just like, what are we saying as a society when the people that we look up to, for whatever reason, for good or for bad, we look up to actors.
Yes.
And the Academy Awards is supposed to be them in their most regal outfits, their best behavior, and to drop down to violence for something so innocuous as a G.I. Jane joke.
And here's what comedians had to say on Twitter. Tim Dillon said, "Okay, but also, and this must be said, that was all great television. From the slap to the speech. Before that, the Oscars was incredibly boring and tame. We found the formula. A rocky marriage, a violent attack, a redemption arc. What a show." Andrew Santino said, "It's a comedian's responsibility to always know their audience, and that includes everyone's medical history, likes, and dislikes." Mark Norman tweeted about 600 times since this happened, but two of my favorites were, "Thank God Chris Rock didn't take a shot at Alec Baldwin," and also, "I bet Chris Rock is having a real jerk store moment right now."
The ocean called? They're running out of shrimp?
Yeah. But then I said to him, "Oh, yeah? Well, the jerk store called, and they're running out of you."
Really? That's great. You said that to him?
Well, actually, I thought it up on the way over here.
Oh, that's not quite the same.
No, it's not. You don't know this guy. It would have been so sweet.
Tom Segura I thought was a little soft on Will Smith. All he had to say was, fuck Will Smith's candy ass smacking a dude 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. He's just in his feelings because his bald-headed bitch been fucking around on him for years and he takes it. We all know who he wishes he could have slapped. Hashtag cuck Will.
Ooh, did he unleash? 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. 50 pounds is a big weight difference. I mean, you could see it by just looking at the two guys when they were up on the stage. You can see that Will is obviously a much bigger person than Chris. Now, size in a fight isn't everything. Obviously, all it takes is one hit to knock anybody out, but still, you have a big advantage when you have 50 pounds on another person.
He also tweeted these 4 pictures of her bald ass head and said, this bitch been bald, jokes about it or her are fine. It was tame AF, you are super sensitive about it, buy a fucking wig. And finally, Sam...
Damn. Hey, that is facts though. Women can buy wigs. I just gotta live with my baldness, you know. I just gotta wear it proud until I'm ready to, you know, shave it all off.
Pharrell said Will Smith just won an award for being the best actor, but he couldn't act like a human being during a joke. And he also said this was the biggest hit Will Smith has been involved in since the 90s. So, all around crazy thing that happened. Here's every comedian's take on it. I'm sure no one will care about this in a few weeks.
That was mean. That was me. His biggest hit since the night. Oh, jeez. I mean, I did enjoy, what was the zombie movie? Was it I Am Legend? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was called I Am Legend. I don't know. I like zombie stuff, you know. I'm just into zombies. I don't know. It's just weird. I know. That's why I bought the game Dying Light and stuff like that. I just like zombie stuff. All seriousness, I hope Will gets the help that he needs because like I said before, he seems like a broken man who has lost himself and is trying to figure things out, and it almost seemed like he was trying to put on more of a front and show off for Jada that, oh yeah, I'm a man. You know, I'm a manly man. But I don't know. That's just my kind of take on it. So if there's something going on with him mentally, obviously that is of the utmost importance. But at the same time, you still can't do shit like that. I don't care what you're going through. You can't just walk up to people and just be slapping them. Y'all let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Go and join the new Discord server. It's the first link down below. Peace and love. I'm out.